First of all, thanks for joining us today at our interview session, Alex. Could you explain us a little bit more about you yourself and for which company you work in? I guess a lot of people know you already, yeah, but maybe for those who not,
Yeah,
quick introduction.
I hope, but nevertheless, yes. Right now, I am CEO in P2P.org. I think you know the company as the biggest and the best validator among all non-custodian validator in the world. We are also leader in staking and restaking. And yeah, it's like, as I know, the short intro about the company, I think we don't need to provide more information during the staking summit because you can open the stake rewards website, this amazing website, and you can see the TVL, our TVL, our main competitors TVL, our growth. I think that's like, as the main or major marker for us.
Yeah, that's correct. But for those maybe who don't know you,
Yeah. I think we can say, like, as I know, we are the leader in the Polkadot by TVL. I know we are one of the leader in Ethereum, in Solana, etc. I mean, like, as we really try to do our job very, very well. And I think really appreciate our delegators who trust us, and we would like to support the specific trust. Yes, and if you speak about the specific numbers, it's right now approximate. It depends on it depends on the market price.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit tricky because every day we can see some changes in the price.
Yeah.
But right, based on the last peak, it was approximate. 12 bill, 12 bill or 13 bill, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in this case we count staking and restaking TVL because the restaking is also like is huge. It's also very important try to attract. And also very important to count the specific TL from my point of view.
Mm-hmm. And how did you become or got into crypto? What was your personal way into that ecosystem?
Oh, that was very, very interesting because previously I worked in the big bank.
Mm-hmm.
I was the chief product officer. I was responsible for the huge team, approximate 200 people, 20 product teams, etc., etc. And to be honest, I know it was a little bit boring. I mean, after approximate 4 years, it was a little bit boring to still working in the corporation.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a decision, okay, I know how to work in corporation, how to work in enterprise. I know how I can, exist here. But what about the next step?
Yeah.
How can I apply my knowledge, my skill in small company? Is it real skills or just I know how to survive in the big company? Because I think, the big companies, the big corporation, it's a little bit different caliber. It's a different skill set. And if you speak about like the small company and it's a real opportunity to show your skill and to provide some business result, business impact. Because if you speak about the big corporation, is usually your impact's not so huge.
Mm-hmm.
But the small company, almost all of your decision, will show some potential. You will show result of your decision in a very, very close future.
In a good way or in another way?
Yes. I mean, like, as you have full rely on you, on your team, and also very important as a leader, what specific team are you building? And also, like, as the signal about your, skill set, about your knowledge, about your approach, it works or not.
Yeah, I also prefer really young teams, small companies, because you can really be hands-on and make your hands dirty. Sometimes burn your hands, but you will learn out of it all the time, right? So that's perfect if you're progressing. So what is from your perspective the biggest mistake somebody can make by choosing a staking provider? So maybe the wrong staking provider. What is from your perspective the biggest mistake you can do in this decision making?
I think it depends on the network.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if we speak about Ethereum, I think the biggest mistake right now when the people try to assess current APR, because it's very important to see the APR in the long-term perspective, because sometimes you as a validator, you have a good chance to catch a very amazing MEV block. In your APR, make it skyrocket, right?
Yeah.
And in this case, you can. I see a lot of, activities around this specific case from our, my competitors, etc. Like, as a guys, our APR is unbelievable. Approximate 2x more than P2P or someone else. And I just would like to recommend you guys, to try to check, to find a way how you can check the APR in the long-term perspective, because sometimes as a validator you can, you can code some specific block, you can propose this block. and you receive the specific higher APR. But what about the distance? Because I think that speak about the delegators, stakers, for them it's very important, to rely on their staking provider to be sure that you will get higher APR, your assets will be safe. It's also very, very important. It's like, think about long-term, check the long-term APR, and also check something like is about sustainability of the APR of the operator or validator. Yeah. And also the last point about the behavior and influence in some specific networks, because I think it's also like is one of the goal of validator to present interest of their delegators, because you as a validator can support or you can decline some proposal in the network.
Yeah.
And it's very, very important to represent your customer, because sometimes you can see customers start pushing validator, please vote for this, guys, you missed this proposal, I will undelegate from you, I will delegate to someone else. It's also very, very important that your validator is very, very active in the network.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned some points already, but what would you say how P2P validator differentiate from emerging competitors? Because there's a lot of stuff going on, yeah? So looking around here at Staking Summit, there's a lot of things happening. So how would you say, as one of the biggest, how are you facing these challenges of emerging competitors?
I'm not sure whether I'm the best person to answer to this question. I think it's our customers, they are the best person to answer this question. From my point of view as a CEO, it's about our mantra. The customer is a king. We really care about the customer, their comfort, transparency between the validator and the customer, etc., etc. We would like to be a partner, real partner, not like as we are one more enterprise non-custodial staking operator. We try to be a real partner in the staking, and every time I push my team, different teams in my in the company, tech team, product team, marketing team, customer support team, finance team. It doesn't matter what specific team, to think and to keep in mind the customer is a king. Yeah, it's our philosophy, and I think it's main differentiation from my point of view.
Is it? So, customer should be always key. Everyone is trying that. Is there any specific special source how you really executing it?
First of all, maybe it's not a good answer from the CEO, but I'm trying to be an example here. Yeah. When I see the lack of communication, or maybe we didn't provide something from our side, but we could, I cover it myself. And it's the first point. The second point, I understand you're like it sounds like the common thing, but in reality, you can see devil in details from my point of view. Yeah. You can see, for example, the P2P provides support 24/7. You can ask our operator. We have a very wide coverage, 24/7. The operator can help you, and we try to increase their knowledge in the crypto. It's not like as know the bots answer. Like okay, we will ask the tech team, and we will provide the answer the next 24 hours, next week, etc. No, we try to cover as soon as possible, or our customer needs. Despite of the size of the stake, doesn't matter. Yeah. And also first of all, it's about the customer support from different sides, for example, legal side, literary support side, and also about the product. Yes, the customer is a king. What does it mean? Right now, you can see the validator try to fight by price, like as price war right now. Yeah. But we are trying to find a way, which specific user job or use cases we can solve for the customer, what specific problem we can solve for them. And every time we try to invest money to deliver something new for the customer, new dashboard, new flow. For example, we were the first company who released API for restaking. We were the first company who provide the user interface permissionless the app for staking in Ethereum. We were also the first company in the whole world who provide the combination between eigenlayer SSV plus native Ethereum. Every time we try to provide the new feature for the customer. Yeah. We don't want to fight by price. We would like to fight by value, by additional value for the customer.
And innovation, right? So that you stay always ahead the curve, right? So like leading by example and staying ahead the curve. So this could be like the two things where you say, okay, this is main goal.
I understand about your point about the innovation, but I also would like to focus more, customer real pain points. Because sometimes you can see the company who will provide some innovation. You can say, okay, guys, I know it's our innovation. It's amazing. but the customer, they don't have this problem.
Yeah.
They have a different problem. You need to cover a very real problem, and you need to focus on product development, not the innovation just like as for innovation.
Yeah.
I think it's
just for marketing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for marketing.
We are doing now AI.
Yes, I know. Right now you can check. I know we didn't mention something about AI support, AI staking, etc. We didn't do something like this. Every time and every our product, we try to solve some specific problem. We try to exceed our customer expectation.
Yeah, but this is also coming back to customers king, right? So focusing on their problems, solving them, and make them happy and adding value, right?
Yes. So that's correct.
Just another question. So how do you choose your networks, new networks? So what are the main, let's say, checkpoints you're making in your due diligence before you're onboarding them to P2P? So any specific?
It's very, very amazing question from my point of view. To be honest, we have some specific KPI for this. Number of the network with some specific market share. And you're right, it's pretty tough job. And we have a dedicated team, our amazing team, to focus on the strategy and build launches, especially in network. And as usual, before this, I think as usual, beginning of the year, we agreed about the list of the network for the next year, because as usual, you can see very, very main launches, it before the start of the year, and you can track it. And after that, we have a discussion with our investors, our founders, our teams, our customers, and we try to sync our roadmap. And based on this roadmap, based on the signals, we can say, okay, guys, it's high priority, it's medium priority, it's low priority. Also we are tracking the progress of the foundation, because sometimes you made a bet, okay, that it should be amazing launch, but in reality you can see the progress, and the progress not so impressive. It's a reason why we check we sync or change the priority every quarter, for example. We agreed before the quarter what should be launched in this specific quarter. We allocated tech leader, product manager, and at the same time we try to assess again, guys. Do we have the full list? We agree with priority, or should we change the priority, or in some way.
And what would you say last year? Eigenlayer and DBT were like the main hot topics. What is, from your perspective, the next hot shit, big thing? So what do you see? I mean, BTC staking is something what's coming up. So I had Fisher before here. And what is your take on that, and some trends maybe to share with the audience?
First of all, I totally agree with you. Like this, staking, it was the huge topic the last year. And I know we also made a significant progress. Thank you so much for our partners for this cooperation. And that's amazing technology. If I speak about this year, I think you already mentioned Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin, it's pretty obvious. And the main issue, who will provide from the validator or as a network, will provide very native way when you can put your Bitcoin, don't do something, changes like to liquid token or something like this. Still, you can hold your Bitcoin. You can get some APR, and at the same time, you can get rewards in Bitcoin also. I think that's a key right now. It's it's a huge topic. The second topic, from my point of view, it's stable coins. The stable coin market is growing very, very fast. Yes, and I think that's second topic for us. And the third one, it's risk appetite of the customer. I think we're ready to take a little bit more. I mean, still not so aggressive, but a little bit more. And we have to provide something for them. Someone who would like to say, okay, guys, I would like to use vanilla Ethereum staking, but at the same time, I'm ready to take a little bit more risk if you will provide higher rewards. Yes, and it's also is an interesting topic for a different validator from my point of view.
What is at the moment, from your perspective, the institutional appetite? So is the institutional side adopting staking super fast, or are they trying out? So what is your take on the institutional adoption of staking opportunities?
Oh, it's a very, very interesting question. Because 2 years ago, when we told as a guys, it's neutral staking provider or adoption for neutral, it was absolutely different companies, a different caliber of the companies and different progress. Right now, it's so difficult to say who are real institutional. For example, BlackRock, Fidelity, or someone else. Could you specify your question? Who is it? Who are
Yes,
for
institutions
you?
like BlackRock, all the big investing firms out there, more from a TradFi perspective. Are they coming in to the ecosystem? Do you see that as a huge step at the moment, or is it quite, well, let's say, the adoption from their perspective low?
I think they're all staking validators. We are waiting exception of the staking in ETFs, right? Like is the key signal. But in the same time, I think it's a main fear or something like this because, the big players would like to work with also big players. It also like is maybe the signal about decentralization. For example, if all or 80% of ETF issuers will get permission to stake with only Coinbase, I think it maybe also will be issue.
Yeah.
Yes. And the second point, we see the interest from different, big people right now, like as a BlackRock, by exploring some areas around the Ethereum and different networks. And 100%, it's interesting for them. But I'm not sure the size of the business and size of the business opportunity right now really suitable because if I speak about BlackRock, Fidelity, etc., we are really, it's like the biggest financial company in the world, and 100% we would like to get more revenue, like the different size of the revenue, right?
Yeah.
Than just staking provider can provide right now.
Okay, so they can do more, you would say.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But 100% we believe that we will see some big financial players in this year, in the next years. We also believe like as the staking market will grow. So it's very, very important.
Perfect. To wrap this thing up, what is your highlight from the staking summit so far, and what is on your agenda next?
I think it's amazing opportunity to meet your partners in offline and person, right? And for me, it's very, very important, to improve or maybe to establish relationship with our partner in offline format. I also would like to see some panel discussion and keynotes about also Bitcoin yield, more stable coins, regulatory. I hope tomorrow we will have an amazing panel discussion around the DeFi and TradFi and regulatory around this stuff. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And is there anything you would like to, let's say, share with the audience? Any kind of resources, upcoming topics, features, new products, something you would like to share with the audience here?
Yeah, I think first of all, guys, stake with P2P. The second, I think, just follow our Twitter account because the next year or this year, the next quarter, we'll present a lot of interesting features in the different networks. Yes, we significant increased number of developers in our team, and we are developing new features, new products, for the customers.
Perfect. So, thanks everyone. Thanks that you joined us today. Have a great staking summit 2025, and hopefully see you in Buenos Aires.
See you. Yeah, thank you for this invitation, and thank you for this opportunity to because it's very, very important. This specific summit, this conversation. Yeah, the staking is the huge, and need pay more attention for the stake. Thank you for this.
We are trying to
really appreciate it, guys. I know you do amazing job.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All the best. See you. Bye bye.